The Tape Never Lies Network.
Performance over politics.
The Tape Never Lies Network.
The Tape Never Lies. Tape Never Lies.
Starts now.
The tape never lies.
What's up, everybody? Yo, you guys have been asking for it. We are back. Better than ever. Unfiltered, uncensored, the good and the bad, each and every week, right here on the Tape Never Lies Network with me, your boy, Draft Dr. Phil. Oh yeah, a new era. DDP, Tape Never Lies. Oh yeah, what a crazy game. Monday Night Football, official gate, Tony Carenti gate, center gate, offensive. Here, Mustafa's got to get the nose tight end on the front side. Cole Kmet, you got him sealed outside. You got to stay with this guy. He doesn't taunt. Wink, wink. We got to make sure you get after it on the inside zone with David Montgomery returning here. Here is second play. Under center. Now look at this. Asking Damiere Byrd and Allen Robinson to make backside blocks. It just isn't going to happen if you don't have effort. Now the point is, Damiere Byrd is 180 pounds trying to block a edge guy. And look at Allen Robinson. I know my boy Bearlissimo was talking about this. You know the snap count. Get in front of his face. Make an effort. How are you late on that? And you can see the cutback gets stuffed because everybody is not doing their job. Here, Justin Fields dropping back. This is third down. Run the pattern to the sticks. Pass them. Then you might get a threat deep down the field. I felt like he should have just gave it a shot there. But again, throws to Allen Robinson, who runs short of the sticks in the first place. That's the problem here. That's the huge problem. Because I feel like he could have taken this shot right there and hit Mooney down there. But again, fourth down, you got to punt. Then they come back, run an RPO. This is what you need to do with this kid. Because this is what he does well. Finally, they're starting to understand. Great mesh point. Pull that edge guy down inside. Get his ass down there. Now, if Borum doesn't fall, but I hate the angles with which the tackle takes. Then you see Justin Fields' athleticism. So I want him to take a better angle to that linebacker. You read it pre-snap. Here, the refs screwed you over on a third down. Beautiful ball. Good pocket here. David's got to do a better job. Just wait for him and then attack. Justin throws the ball on the money. They called a legal formation. I don't know where it was. And then Justin Fields trying to throw the deep ball. The tackle gets pushed back into him and the guard. So you got to make this throw. Even if it's tight quarters, can't throw it out of bounds. I know he's better than that. He would love to have that one back. Then Justin coming back to the top of his progression. Now look, you got this guy. When you attack up the field, I want you to know where the sticks are. Fake to the check down and get it past the sticks to Allen Robinson. Listen, young player learning. Hey, I'm going to take what I can get. Now look, David Montgomery back. Here's another error in coaching. Got your elite runner back off of a devastating knee injury. Unbelievably, he's back. Hitting it. Great job by Jason Peters and Jesse James. And Cole Kmet does a great job kicking out. Now you find that little crease. Stay with your blocks. Look at Allen Robinson doing something he hasn't done in weeks. Block. I'd love to see that. You got David back. Now, look at the defense. They're putting an extra man up front. You got to account for this guy. Center is lost. So he doesn't account for him. Now, the backside block of Jimmy Graham. Look at the effort. Just awful effort. Just look at Jimmy Graham. All he has to do is block that backside. Just stay with the damn block. What are you looking downfield for Jason Peter? They don't know they're assigned. Now, I'm supposed to get him? Like, what week is this? Unbelievably frustrating. You can see DiFilippo has gotten Justin to be proud of being Justin. And I say that because you go to the top of your flight, you understand the down and distance, and you feel the pocket. You feel the progression. You take off and run and make plays. To reach the ball out there and get that hidden yardage and the first down is everything. Now, my boy, James Daniels, I've said it many times on our show here. He's your best offensive lineman. Even the best are going to have a bad rep. Right here's a bad rep. Justin tries to escape, comes to the backside, walks into a sack. Not on Borum. Here, center, do your damn job. Get his ass down. If he's moving, you can't move. Push his ass in the belly. Knock those arms down. Doesn't do it. Turnover. Good play by their defender there. Now, Borum, you got to do a better job here. We always talk about the backside is so important in zone run. Herbert can't get there because you're not across his face on the cutoff block. Here, Nagy loves this play. This is on the receiver, in my opinion. Your angle and speed have to be thorough with the quarterback getting to the progression. Two-man route. He's anticipating you to run to that spot. And again, you kind of slow down and throw your arms. Gotta make the catch. You gotta go through there, catch the football, and you're gonna take a hit no matter what. It's dangerous territory. I love this quarterback, man. All right, he's running. He's a competitor. Dip your pads. Yeah, you got beat by Micah Fitzpatrick. He knocked you on your ass. How do you feel? How do you respond? Let's see.
The tape never lies.
Yeah, exactly.
Best times, though, X's with the O's. Become a patron with tapeneverlies.com. Each and every Saturday, it's a coach's clinic breaking down all things Bears free agency and the draft. Subscribe. Do it now. Tapeneverlies.com. Become a patron. Oh, yeah. Become a patron. Get more in-depth defense, offense, pop-up show. Look at the action. This is an absolute dime. This shows me the kind of ability and ball accuracy. Off the boot, guy in his face, squares his shoulders, has to throw a javelin throw over the top and places it on a dime to the big tight end out of Notre Dame, Cole Kmet, tiptoeing, getting those feet in. That was a thing of beauty. Then he goes inside zone. He's got to block that backside, Jimmy. I mean, what is the point? What is the point of that? It's the walrus technique. Then, if you see it, coach, you admitted you saw it in the presser. You saw it coming. Call timeout. You're going to have to block their best player. It's like Khalil Mack on the backside. Look at Jason Peters' effort. And now you're putting your quarterback in a precarious situation, to say the least. Just a piss poor job of play calling. But there's no taunting here. This is Justin making a play. You're trying to get points here. Pulling you guys out of a sack. But you see, Mr. Sam Mustipher doesn't know where he is on the field. They're going to get you every time. This kid, I know he fumbled on a kickoff, but Hunt's got to see a lot more time than Damiere Byrd. It's not even close. I'm sorry. I'm just keeping it real with you. Here, you have both the check down, and I want you to throw it down to Damiere Byrd. Here's a guy on the roster. What is he here for? This is a shot you got to take to Damiere Byrd. Not expecting. Instead, this is definitely an overthrow. by Justin Fields. Again, in the pocket, just overthrows Cole Kmet. You want to see better. Now they come out the second half. Look at David Montgomery playing that quarterback role in the Wildcat, giving the ball to Khalil Herbert. He's hitting it up in there. Borum staying with his block. Everybody's got to fight for positioning here. Good job by the offensive line there. Now it's 3rd and short. Here's the issue. You got to know who you blocking. Jesse James, watch him shuffle, look back. No, the last man is the read man. Get up on the backer and you get the first down so easy. Instead, he's shuffling. Now it's 4th, and look at Justin Fields' growth. Gets you the first down with a hard count. That's growth to me. I want to just throw it out, flare it out to your running back. But Justin Fields and his athleticism breaks the pocket. Speaking of breaking the pocket, it's the best show.
Nope!
This is NFL Network.
Hey, this is David Kaplan.
Be at 20 for the Bears.
Exactly, Greg.
Oh my God!
This is crazy.
I am in heaven!
If the dude's a fucking pussy.
Concept-wise, his run game doesn't match with his pass game.
This is Matt Waldman.
This is only recruits.
This is Paige DeMacco, CEO of the Draft Network.
Rashid Davis, former Chicago Bears wide receiver.
Hey, my name is Rashad Whitfield, the footwork king.
What's up, everybody? It's Ryan Nall here with the Chicago Bears.
You're keeping it 100 with Shane and Phil.
Keeping it 100 with Phil and Shane.
You're listening to my guys Shane and Phil on
Keeping It 100.
Oh yeah, it's Keeping It 100. Every Wednesday night we get guests. We talk football. We have a lot of fun, a lot of laughs. Here, no laughs. David Montgomery reading it, understanding the mesh, attacking. Cody Whitehair's got to do better. What we don't get is a stable block by the tight end. Starts with Jesse James, then we're pushing. Again, I don't like the play call. They're pulling the backside tackle. It's just not sealed off by also an illegal chop by the defense on Jason Peters. He's calling it right there. No call by Carenti. So now we go into shotgun on 4th and 1, and I want you to see this. Your center does a good job. They have that extra man in there. No one's accounting for it. So David Montgomery, this is how good he is, reads it, cuts it back, and somehow finds a way to get that first down. It's unbelievable. Now you move the chains and look at, speaking of unbelievable, look at this needle thread. It's like a grandma in upstate New York doing some, look at the needle point here. Threading the needle to Cole Kmet. I can't make that up. Then comes back with the leverage concept. I love it. Hitting the big tight end down the seam. We're hitting the middle of the field, boys and girls. Look at this. We're attacking the middle of the field. Cole Kmet growing up before our eyes. And let me ask you, if that's a Steeler tight end, is there a flag? I'm going to throw a flag. It's the best post-game show.
Bears Hour
32 is the idea.
It's like going to the dentist.
This guy's playing with the ones for the first time. We get it. There's a big difference, but everybody wants to make a comparison, and that's just at you. But I mean, you're grasping at straws. Phil, one thing that I think is important, because we always want to look at the big picture and look at everything. And Matt Nagy, and we got to find, we have to look at the whys. We have to find out the whys. Well, change your perspective on that. You found a why today. Why did you win? You found a why today because your quarterback that you drafted number 11 overall changed the outcome of the game on 3rd and 9.
What are the whys?
Yeah. Number one is a why.
There is no reason why the best player on your offense leaves the field until he says, I need a break. and that's David Montgomery.
You got to go into that game and win that game. So you got to have a strategy. You got to have what you want to do. Now, you could start that game, but you got to put Justin Fields in there for a whole series or two series. And let him play. Make him make plays. And run your guys deep. I mean, curls. I mean,
blame it on the bubble wrap.
That the team is a reflection of you. How you set your team up for failure is to not have them prepared.
Bears Hour Live. I know we need to run the ball more.
Bears
I'm
Hour
not an
Live after every Bears game, no matter what time. Look, I just don't get the coaching philosophy. You're just allowing that inside backer. Jason Peters is being taught to block down? Like, get on the backer. You're going to be so much more successful than Justin Fields in the red zone, throwing it up to Jimmy. Jimmy's got to catch it. Look at the aiming ability. The way he throws this ball, I mean, that is a dime. And he doesn't throw it up into the air. It's outrageous. Now he comes back, and I don't like the play call. I want to see you go right here, right there to Allen Robinson. Allow him to read it. I'm thinking you predetermined this, but there is contact. Correnti and crew didn't call. Here, Jason Peters misses the cutoff. No one's getting on the backer. Like, James Daniels should be on that backer on the front side. Can't miss the cutoff. Now Justin's got to escape out. Watch him square. I mean, he's like throwing darts. This is an unbelievable throw. One of the more underrated based on his athleticism. Escape out the back, square, jump in the air, target right in the dead center of his numbers. Just a great job by Justin Fields there. Now read option. Watch the effort of David Montgomery. Can we acknowledge this guy was out for 4 weeks? Look at him churning those legs, high knees like the great Walter Payton, dare I say. But you know how I feel about this guy. Jesse's got to be more aggressive here. Don't try to fit. Jason comes back to block him, but doesn't do a good enough job. Look at David Montgomery. Then Jesse James starts firing out. I just love that. I mean, if you don't love David Montgomery, go cheer for another team. Then Justin Fields off action. If he gets this out there, this is a house call. He still throws it down the football field. Great focus. How many of you were wondering, oh, the refs are going to mess this up? Hits this. Again, he has to slow up for it, or this is, in my opinion, a house call. If he threw it out there, just needed to put a little more muscle on it, but again, gets it in the red zone. Now, let's all remember this, because it becomes crucial. These are the game-winning points. Darnell Mooney in the back here. He threads the needle to Cole Kmet at the 4-yard line. Want to see you see this. The leverage. Mooney's wide open. Get it up there. Throw it to Mooney. Again, still an impressive throw. Find the open man. I always say that to my... And then David Montgomery getting you inside the 1-yard line. Oh, he needed one block. One effort block. Our center just can't stay with the block. Oh, if he does stay with it, he ends up turning back and getting in the way. Now, this is the Tony Correnti. There's no touch here. He's not even out of the tackle box. Number one. Number two, there wasn't a touch. Just absolute beautiful play. Everybody in the world, we see this happen all the time. It reminds me of the Miami game a couple of years ago with Trubisky, the phantom pick call. You could see it right here. There's no touch. So if the guy's going down, I mean, call it both ways. You saw the Jason Peters one. Now you're going to go in the opposite. But look at this effort here. David Montgomery on a screen. One hands it. let's just recognize this. Cody, attack, don't match. So there's another illegal throwing at the legs, not called, on Cody Whitehair. So David squares up. If we just run, I want to see Damiere Byrd turn back to help out, but you know the story. You end up settling for a field goal there. Those are the different points in the game. Now, look at David Montgomery off the Wildcat, hitting it, getting to the second level, just showing you the talent, athleticism that he has, the tenacity and toughness. Gotta love it. Gotta love David Montgomery. Look at Justin Fields mesh, pull TJ Watt underneath, force him to play that running back, then get outside of him. I would love to see some sort of pitch relationship there where you can get a pitch on that. A little option. And look at this. I mean, this is how strong his arm is. He doesn't even put much into this. He's getting it to Darnell Mooney deep. I love the effort here. Look at the over that linebacker's hand and right to Mooney for a big first down. You got to love that. Here he is off action. Probably the best throw you'll see in the last, I would say, 8 years of watching the Bears. This is attacking the seams. Puts it exactly where it is needed to be with a guy in his face. Got to do a better job, Khalil Herbert. You got to understand that's a free run. You got to block him. Takes a shot. Cody Whitehair, better job needed, but still, Jimmy Graham, great focus, great catch. This is what we need out of Jimmy Graham and our tight ends. That's why I want to see a lot more Jasper Horsted. But look at that throw. Oh my God. That's a thing of beauty. Then great call here by Laser, pulling both guard and tackle, faking the Wildcat mesh and giving it to Darnell Mooney. This is contradictory to what you've done. You haven't given it to Mooney, so you do it. That's great. That's good play calling. I don't like to see the center jumping down. Just get to the level and stay with the block. But again, he does his job because it forces him to jump over him, which allows the big run. And good blocking downfield by Goodwin and Allen Robinson. Speaking of Allen Robinson, if you're going to be an $18 million player, you got to run to the stem of the route. If he sprinted to the route, Justin's throwing in anticipation of you sprinting. You slowed down, thus you can't get your hands around and make a play for your quarterback. It's those little things that need to get done that don't get done half the time. Here, a little out route, get it out to your receiver. Everyone slides. Watch Justin. Understand here, slide protection. What happens? We get a sack. We're going to get into that sack a little bit later. Here we go, down the field. Down, and then he doesn't know where the sticks are again, so he puts you in a situation. Look at Cody Whitehair get manhandled there and pushed back. The offensive line just got to be better fundamentally, and Allen Robinson, you got to know where the sticks are. Now you set yourself up in a different down and distance. Look at the deep ball here to Allen Robinson. He misses, throws to Darnell Mooney. My boy Bearlissimo, 54 yards, air yards, just out of the reach. I wanted to see him hit Allen Robinson here, and you score, I believe. He missed it. Again, as well as Justin played, I don't cherry pick here. I'm just keeping it 100 with you like I always do. And there was some plays that Justin would want to have back. This isn't one of them. So that said, you took a deep shot on 2nd and 1. Now Justin gets the first down. And again, I want to see him hit the open man, Damiere Byrd. Damiere Byrd, why is he on this team? Here's our center getting pushed back into the backfield. You know how I feel. Although I'm going to say this. Sam probably played his best game. I don't know how you want to take that, but still, This offensive line has a lot of fundamental flaws and strength at the point of attack issues. Justin, you see the block. He set you up. You got to streak right off his ass. You keep going straight. You cut right back into it. Now it's everything short of the sticks. But then he comes back. Big time hit throw. My guy, Allen Robinson. Is he sprinting here? Yeah. Dime ball. Dime ball. Again, for every bad decision or okay decision, he comes back, makes a great decision. I wish Allen steps out at the 16-yard line. I went back. They actually spotted this correctly right there. So the reality is right there, he steps out. They actually spotted it correctly in this game. But I want to see touchdowns in these situations, especially when you get that open. Here, though, speaking of touchdowns, again, Justin Fields. Talk about the ability to throw these angle balls on dimes. Look at this angle here. Square your shoulders, almost like he's throwing darts. And he's so comfortable doing it, you never want to impede your quarterback from feeling comfortable. I put this play in because you're down. You need every inch. That can't happen, Justin. Gotta hit that open guy because you need these yards. To add it up to this, you're in field goal range if you hit that pass. If you hit that pass to Cole Kmet, you're going to make that point. Here he comes back to Cole Kmet, hits this pass, and you can just see he's just feeling it here. Now, you're feeling it up. You put that defender isolated on an island where he's got to cover two guys. I know. I want you to fake to that flat and take that dagger to them. Fake to the flat. Force that defender. He's on the island. These are the learning things. Or young run. Buck. Either or. But you ended up going there, and then they get the tipped ball. Borum's gotta attack his ass and get him down. But you couldn't get the ball outside, and that's how this game ends. However, it's not going to end here because I want to go over some things on our network. In this game, I want to fast forward. Here is an issue with this team. Kicking. Here's the and blow the kisses to the side. Come on. Who's he blowing him to? Who is he blowing him to? The double standards. The Chicago Bears? Or their team, Correnti? NFL's going to fine Cassius Marsh for this. Cassius Marsh. Staring. He's staring. No pointing. Is he blowing a kiss? Who's he staring at? No pointing. It's the same thing. It's now Corenti backs into the guy. I don't care what they try to say. I'm sorry, NFL. Awful. Issue number 500 on this network. Terrible ending to a poorly officiated game. I'm your guy, Draft Dr. Phil, on the Tape Never Lies Network. Each and every week, breaking it down like nobody else on the Tape Never Lies Network. Now, all I want you to do is subscribe, hit that like button. There's thousands of you watching. Throw us a like, throw us a subscribe. The more we get, the better we are on the best network. Shout out to my boy Bearlissimo. Follow this dude. One of the best in the game.
Never Lies Network.
If you think Khalil Mack is fucking rated, go to another network.
Oh yeah, this network though, Bears Hour Live after every Bears game. It's the best post-game show bar none. I want to thank you guys for watching. Subscribe, like, share. Let other guys, let other Bears fans know. Everyone can imitate, can't duplicate. The tape never lies every week. Also keeping it 100 on Wednesday nights. We got a bunch of shows on the network. Chris Zorich and the Super 16 Poll Show.